am not going to make this a live video. I'm just going to do a short one. This for TikTok. Do the same thing over here. Alright, so what's going on in the world today? Well, Israel is getting ready to go into their Memorial Day, and they're pushing this propaganda narrative pretty heavy on their heroes who died October 7th. Is what it is. Everybody pushes their own propaganda. But this is within 48 hours of Netanyahu saying Israel cannot let Iran have any refined nuclear materials, and that Israel will not stop until they do. Also, meanwhile, you still have India, Pakistan going at it again for the third day on their borders. Syria refuses to join the Abraham Peace Accords with Trump. And Israel plans to deregulate the tariffs that Trump instilled. All while the United States is being used to push more pro-Jewish, not pro-Israel, pro-Jewish laws in Croatia. Okay. In addition to that, you have still Putin and Zelensky not moving towards peace, but playing the game with Trump. If you can't look at the geopolitical stage at this point and realize that this is all a horribly scripted movie, made to push a narrative that is going to make it look like a specific group of people are somehow above reproach, while at the same time convincing people that the biggest threat to their own nations is going to be insider threats from patriots and anyway. Also, funny thing, hold on, I don't care about all that. I do want to show something here. If you look at where the storms originated this evening in Texas, look in this general area and then go back over the course of the last 72 hours and look and see how many small, shallow quakes happen. Just for curiosity's sake. I know nobody believes in HAARP or anything, even though the government's admitted to the use of all these directed energy weapons programs. Recently, people still think it's all conspiracy, but it's definitely worth checking out. Anyway, I know most people won't care, but this is going to be important. These, like it or not, Canada is still our neighbor. And if it goes super liberal tonight, well, it's just another plot twist in the movie, because it's just going to make the tariff situation that much more difficult, which, I mean, if the people at the top really haven't changed hands, would make the most sense, right? Because at the end of the day, you're going to get no relief. At the end of the day, you're going to get no Epstein list arrests. At the end of the day, good luck believing that anybody in your government, in any government, or any group of rich people give two shits about you or what goes on in your daily life. Because these people have all gotten where they've gotten by being willing to trample on whoever it takes, regardless of what it does to their character or their standing with God. And they very rarely stay on the right side of the line. And just because God is using someone for a purpose does not mean they are a good person. And that will be in their fruit. And if their fruit is death and destruction, and ultimately not caring about humanity or civility or human life, and only caring about money, 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 which is all you seem to hear about, how it's all about the money and no longer about the people. I would be very cognizant of how far I follow that person, because they may whip some people into a fever that isn't recoverable, because they don't even realize they've gotten into it. That's just my 2 cents for the day. So definitely you should check into some world affairs. It helps you at least see where we are in the circumstances of what's coming. It's all God's plan, and there's no need to worry. That doesn't mean that being knowledgeable and prepared and paying attention doesn't benefit you, whether you should be worried or not. Also, on YouTube, you should check out S2 Underground. He is very knowledgeable and has a lot of good mapping tools, and could use some support. He could do awesome things with the proper support. S2 Underground.